Good morning. I'm Dr. Wilson Paul, Associate Professor, Department of Corporate Secretaryship of KCS Kasaragod College of Arts and Science. Now, let us see the super profit method. Okay, the super profit method. Vishwanathan has invested 4 lakh in his business. His net profit tax at 50% is tax at 50% is 1,60,000, out of which 12,000 is annual rent of his own building used as business premises and 25,000 per annum as his salary were not deducted so far. After starting this business, he left a job fetching him a monthly salary of 2,000. I told you, no, if it is monthly salary, we have to multiply by 12. Okay, so which means it is 24,000. Before starting this business, he had invested this amount on 10% security, which means that is nothing but your fair normal rate of return. Fair combination of the risk involved is 2%, which means we have to add the risk to the normal rate of return. So in total, we have 12% here. Okay, calculate the value of goodwill on the base of 3 years purchase of average profit, average annual super profit. Okay, let us see the answer now. Now, so the average profit is the profit before tax is 1,60,000. Then the proprietor salary I told you is 2,012 is 24,000. The remainder is 1,36,000. Then 50% tax on that will be 68,000. The remainder is 68,000. That is the real average profit. Then what is the normal profit? The normal profit is nothing but capital employed into normal rate of return. So normal capital employed is given here is amount invested is business is 4 lakh. That 4 lakh into 12% will give you 48,000. So super profit is nothing but average profit minus normal profit. Okay, we know the average profit is 68,000 and the normal profit is 48,000. So average profit minus normal profit is super profit, which is 20,000 here in this case. Okay, then goodwill is nothing but how many years purchase? It is nothing but 3 years purchase. Therefore, 20,000 to 3 will give you 60,000. That's it. Okay, then we'll go to the next sum now. Then, from the following information, calculate the value of goodwill on the basis of the 3 years purchase of super profit again. Okay, now the average capital employed given the sum is 7 lakh. The trading profit for the past 3 years is given as 1,07,600, 90,700 and rupees 1,12,500. The rate of interest expected from capital having regard to the risk involved is 12%. That is normal rate of return. The fair remuneration of the partner, as you seen earlier, it is 12,000. Then sundry asset is 7,54,762. Then sundry liability of the firm is 31,329. Okay, so whenever you are given average capital employed and your asset and liabilities, in that case we take only the average capital employed. We will ignore the asset and liabilities given there. Okay, so that's it. Next sum. That is the answer. We'll go to solution now. Okay, next slide. So the average profit for the 3 years will give you the first profit is 1,07,600, the second profit is 90,700, then it is 1,12,500. The total is 3,10,800. Then 3,10,800 divided by 3 will give you 1,03,600 is the average profit. Okay, then remunerations to be subtracted is 12,000. So will give me the real average profit is 91,600. Then super profit. Super profit is nothing but average capital employed into normal rate of return. Sorry, it's not super profit, it's a normal profit. So 7 lakh into 12% will give you 84,000. That is a normal profit. I already know average profit is 91,600 and I know my normal profit is 84,000. So difference between average and normal is super profit. That is 7,600. Then how many years purchase now? Here it is 3 years purchase. So 7,600 into 3 will give me 22,800. So that is the answer for this super profit method of goodwill. Next slide. Next, I would like to recollect the assets that are excluded and liabilities that are excluded, because the next sum we are going to do is with a balance sheet, for which we need the asset that is excluded is must. We should know the asset that should not be taken while calculating net asset, that is capital employed, and as well as the liability that should be excluded while calculating capital employed. So these are the list you should remember. So share discount, dividend discount, preliminary expenses, goodwill, P&L loss on the asset side, capital expenditure on the asset side, the non-trading investments. So these are the items that should be excluded while calculating the capital employed. Then list of liabilities that should be excluded are the equity share capital, preference share capital, general reserve, P&L, reserve fund, then accident compensation fund. These are the items that should be eliminated while calculating capital employed. Okay, remember that. We'll go to the sum now. So now the balance sheet. You are given a balance sheet where I have details of the balance sheet of X Limited. Then in the paragraph says the average profit of the company after deducting interest on debentures and tax. So which means the interest on debentures and tax have already been deducted. After that, the company earns a profit of 30,000. The market value of the machinery included in the fixed asset is 5,000 more. Expected rate of return is 10%. That is normal rate of return is 10%. Evaluate the goodwill on the companies of the company at 5 times the super profit. Okay. So now we'll find what is the answer now. We'll go to the next slide. See, the fixed as I told you, we understood that fixed as are revalued by 5,000, which means 1,80,000 plus 5,000 will give you. The current asset is 1,85,000. Then current asset is 1 lakh. The total is 2,85,000. Then liabilities, your creditors, your provisional tax, your debentures. So all the three are taken here. So the total is 85,000. So 2,85,000 minus 85,000 is 2 lakh. So that will be named as capital employed. Now we need average capital employed. So for average capital employed, we have to minus half of current year profit. Okay, the current year profit is given as 30,000. But before that, we know in the sum, we read it as there is an investment. Investment, okay, at 5%. That is 20,000 investment at 5% returns. Which means 5% of 20,000 will give me 1,000. This simply means that every year in the profit, 1,000 has been included in the profit as non-recurring investment. That is not related to the investment. There is interest on investment which is not related to the business. So that should be eliminated. That is what is done here. 30,000 minus 1,000 will give me 29,000. Half of 29,000 is 14,500. Therefore, the capital employed is 2 lakh and average capital employed will give me minus 14,500 will give me 1,85,500. Okay, then normal profit is nothing but average capital employed into 10% of that. The return is 10%, isn't it? Therefore, 18,550. This is normal profit. And average profit is 29,000 we said earlier. That is there in the sum. 30,000 minus the interest on investment, 29,000. Okay, then super profit is 29,000 minus 18,550. That is 10,450. The 10,450 will be called as super profit. Therefore, goodwill is equal to super profit into 5 years purchase. So 10,450 into 5 will give me 52,250. So that is the answer for your goodwill with the balance sheet sum. Okay, next. We'll go to annuity method now. Annuity method of goodwill super, that is calculation of goodwill using super profit annuity method. Okay, then from the following information compute the value of goodwill as per the annuity method of. Then the average capital employed is already given there is 10 lakh. The average profit is normal profit is 10%. The profit for 91, 92, 93 is 140, 122, 170. The profit for 1992 have been arrived at after writing of abnormal loss of 10,000 and the profit of 93 include non-recurring income of 22,000. So these losses will be added to the particular year. The income will be excluded from the particular year. Okay, keep that in mind. Goodwill is to be calculated on the basis of annuity of 3 years purchase of super profit. The present value of annuity table rupee 1 for 3 years at 10% will give you 2.4868. So that is what is called annuity table value. Here in this case, for finding goodwill, you will find the super profit first as you did earlier. You will find the super profit, then multiply that super profit with the annuity table, that is 2.4868. That will give you goodwill. That is the answer. Okay, we'll see that in the next slide. See, the profit for 91, nothing is included, therefore taken to the outer column. 92, non-recurring loss is there, therefore we'll add that together. So 122 plus 10,000 is 170. Sorry, 132. 122 plus 10,000, 132. Then profit for 93 is 170. 170 minus non-recurring income is 22,000. That will be eliminated. So 170 minus 22 will give me 148. Okay, add them together. The total profit is 4,20,000. Then average divided by 3 will give you 1,40,000. So average profit is 1,40,000. Okay, then now we'll go to normal profit. Normal profit is nothing but capital employed into normal rate of return. We saw the capital employed is 10 lakh. The normal rate of return is 10%. So 10 lakh into 10% will give me 1 lakh. So now I know normal profit to be 1 lakh and I know my average profit to be 1,40,000. So the difference between 1,40,000 and 1 lakh will give me 40,000. That is the super profit. So super profit into, I told you as earlier, it is not purchase method, it is annuity method. So it is not into number of year of purchase, it is nothing but into annuity table value. So 40,000 into 2.4868 will give me 99,472. So that is my value of goodwill using annuity method of super profit. Okay, next.